that's basically an update. So I was struggling mentally, and then I was all right, and then struggling mentally again, and then I sorted stuff out, and now we're here. Do you know what? The joke is, I haven't filmed in so long. That's the joke. Hey guys, it's Eugenie. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're new. Okay, I don't really know how to start this video. It's kind of strange. Like, I didn't think I'd be back saying that. I didn't think I'd be back, period. And talking about welcome back to my channel, because what channel? I haven't posted in like over a year. I think it's been nearly 2 years now since I posted a video. We're not going to talk about that, but then again, we don't have no choice, because in today's video I'm going to give you guys somewhat of just an update. If you're new to this channel, then you're basically here in the fresh and the new vibes that we're going to give this channel. There's a lot that's happened since 2020, and now we're in 2022. Like, my birthday was just like 3 days ago on the 21st of January. I'm filming this now on the 24th. So yeah, there's a lot to catch up on and just kind of bring to the surface. So I think I'm gonna do that now. But can we get into the look though first? Can we get into the pony? Can we get into it? Get into it. Okay. I'm gonna mention this in the next one as well. I know you guys can see there's like different setting. I don't think you guys have even had a video since I redone my living room. You guys did like show so much love, like from my video of me doing my room makeover, like I think like 2 years ago now or something. Was not expecting that. Like, I think the video's nearly at 100k, which is insane. And I was literally doing a whole room makeover for the living room, and I have actually filmed a lot of footage from when I started, like last year or the year before. But we had to keep stopping and starting because, like, you know, money and things like that. And then, like I said, my passion kind of died down, so I was like, okay. But there's still like bits and stuff that I need to get for the living room. So if you guys still want like a whole tour, like a room tour, and just kind of showing you guys what it looked like all together from start to finish, then I can still do that, because I still have all the footage that I filmed ages ago. I just don't know if people will still want to see it. But then again, you guys weren't really gonna know though if I just uploaded it without the dates. No, I'm joking. If anyone's been living under a rock, you would know that we have been through a, what do people call it now, like panini or paramana or something? I don't know what it is. Is it? I don't know what the word is. You get it, okay? We've been through a huge medical problem, so to speak, throughout like 2020 and onwards. And yeah, I don't remember when I stopped posting. I might have to insert it now because my other phone's on charge and I do not want to get up. Like, just the whole thing. But yeah, the pandemic happened. Oh my god, let me not say the word. Let me not say the word. Okay, I'm already back. And okay, yeah. So that's been happening, and I basically just kind of lost passion with a lot of things, which I think a lot of people did. For me personally, I felt like the whole situation has kind of been a blessing more so for me than a curse. I know that other people have been through some hard times during this time, so, you know, I'm very grateful that I haven't like felt really low because of it, or I've lost loved ones and things like that. So like, yeah. But yeah, I wasn't really like that motivated anymore, and I kind of like, I lost passion for doing YouTube for a while, to be honest with you. And I think that the paramama, I don't know what people what are people calling it? I'm just gonna, if I say panini, it just kind of loses like the touch. I might just have to say it, and you guys will just but this is what it is. Yeah, I lost passion for a while before the hit. Like, it's just, yeah, it is what it is. Like, it just disappeared. So I wasn't working for a while, like throughout the whole year, or for about 2 years, because before everything hit, I was applying for jobs. If you don't know, I studied beauty therapy, in college, and obviously because it's like a hands-on job, it was just no go. And even when they were saying, oh, you know, people can go back, I was not gonna like go back applying. Oh my god, my nose is running, I'm sorry. Yeah, even when they were saying like, oh, you know, we can go back to work, I just wasn't feeling that comfortable. I felt like it was too soon. No, and I just and I don't get how people are, even if you wear gloves and you're like doing massages on people or whatnot, or like doing their manicures and that, people are still coughing in the air even with the mask. It just wasn't, just that type of area is just a no-go. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know, I just kind of felt like it still wasn't safe enough basically. And when I say that I was applying for jobs like right before, I was applying for jobs for a while before it hit, but I was meant to have an interview in like March for this like hotel spa. They had to cancel everyone's, and this is the same spa that like other people, how do I word this, basically the staff in the actual hotel that the spa is in as well. A lot of people, they got like laid off. I don't know how you'd word it, but you know what I mean, like people was losing their jobs. And literally the same spa that's connected to that hotel, I was one of the people that applied for a job there, and they had to like tell everyone like who was gonna go into the interview that like they can't do it anymore. They would get in contact with us when we're able to, which no one's done that. So I wasn't expecting anyone to contact. I think they were just gonna like redo the whole stuff again, and you have to like reapply. And I was like, just leave it for now, like whatever. I've come to terms that things are not going to go back to normal, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to say glad, because like I said at the beginning, I know people have like had tough times, but I think that this was needed. I feel like it was, for me anyways, it feels like a reboot, like a restart on the world. Like people are discussing issues that have just been under the radar. I feel like a lot of people have found like their like actual passions during this time, because they've had time to step away from certain things. So I'm trying to see more like the positive side of things than like all the negatives, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean that the negatives aren't there. So yeah, so that was that part. So yeah, during this time I was not bothered with the YouTube, anything. I was just kind of like vibing, and I went through waves of like looking for jobs and then not looking for jobs, and I was just like, you know, I'm not gonna stress myself out, and I'm not gonna feel bad for not, you know, like how people make you feel bad for not working, and it's like, okay, but like legitimately, this is the legitimate reason. Like there's a whole problem amongst the whole entire world. We're not gonna sit here and guilt trip ourselves because we're not working. Do you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. So I was still, I don't really want to talk about my financial situation that much. I'm trying to not feel uncomfortable talking about money, and I don't think it's I feel uncomfortable. It's just that a lot of people like to judge, you know what I mean? And I can't deal with that. But I will mention that I was getting some income. I wasn't like struggling too much for like, you know, extra bills and things. I still was able to pay all my other stuff that I have to pay. Yeah, okay. So then fast forward to 2021. Yeah, and I was just over it. I was like, okay, I need to like, you know, this was when I started to think about working again. I was like, okay, and I was sorting out my CV and like doing touch-ups, and then I was just like reading certain things over. I was like looking at jobs again to apply for, but just none of it was striking me. Now I'm gonna say this as I don't want people to take it the wrong way, but I can't stop you from taking it how you want to take it. So all I'm gonna say is that I knew that I didn't want to do like a regular job, like a 9 to 5. Okay, I knew I didn't want to do that. Specifically as well, like in, oh my gosh, sorry guys, I lost my train of thought. So basically, by the way guys, sorry for the lighting, but like I'm just coming in right now just to kind of clarify things, because I really don't want people to take it the wrong way. Because I know how the internet is, and I see so many times like people will explain something and then they don't mean no harm, and then it just turns into this whole thing. But like, to clarify, this is no way, shape or form me shaming 9 to 5s. Like, I did enjoy like parts of like times when I was working, but what I mean is that like for me, I just knew that it wasn't something, I just knew it wasn't the path for me. I knew that like the job choices, it doesn't matter where I was going to be working, it just wasn't something that I wanted to do. There was something else like digging at me and then that's just what it was. Yeah, I just feel like it needs to be clarified, because I don't really know how to explain it. Like, if you get it, you get it. It's one of them things, like if you don't, you don't. But yeah, that's just what it was for me. Like, I just didn't find joy in it, and I just knew that it wasn't my path. I am heavily an advocate for do whatever the hell makes you happy. You know, if something's for you, then do it. If it's not for you, then don't do it. You know what I mean? Do something else that you find joy in. I just know that there's so many sensitive people, and I know people say that, and I'm talking about like sensitive to the point where people really take what people say out of context and flip it for their own narrative, and it's ridiculous. But yeah, I know what I mean when I say this. Yeah, so this is not me shaming anyone that like is working 9 to 5. It's just that for me, based off my previous like work experience and stuff like that, it just wasn't something that I wanted to do. And I always knew I had more of like a spark to do something creative, whether that's like YouTube, whether it's makeup related, nail related. And I'm talking about like content creating was something that I was drifting more towards. So yeah, basically. Yeah, for me, I just knew for a while that like that's not what I wanted to do. And this is the thing with me, like I'm very in tune with myself, I feel like, more than what I give myself credit for, because when I was in primary school, I always knew I didn't want to go to uni. And then when I finished college, I started to have like this FOMO, and I started to feel really like panicky. I was like, okay. And then I decided like, okay, let me see if I can like, if there's still some spots left. But I just knew I still didn't want to do it. I was like, you know what, I'm forcing it. Like, this is not for me. You know what I mean? So I thought, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry guys, we have a new addition to the family. We've finally got a dog, and like he's scratching at the door. Okay, yeah, it just wasn't for me. And I already had experience already from in college, like working in salons and things like that, for like work experience. And even after college I was working as well, and I just never felt much joy in it. Like it just, I don't know. And then this one place I was working, I was depressed. All of them, I just felt down when I was getting up for work, and I'm like, this is not how I want my life to be. Like I don't want to like work and be unhappy. Like that's not Also came back to clarify that I skipped over it because I didn't really feel comfortable talking about it, but I actually genuinely was going through depression during one of my times working when I was in college. It wasn't fun. I've gone through the same feeling before. It wasn't as bad as the other times I fell into a depression. But yeah, I know some people like to use the word sad and depressed like sometimes in the same sentence. What I mean is that like it started off as me feeling low, and then it got worse into like me just not really taking care of myself, was not feeling any type of positivity. Like it wasn't a good place mentally. I think it was like that was the first place I worked at. So I changed placements. Yeah, it was terrible, guys. Like it was not joy was nowhere to be found. Like nowhere to be found. So yeah, that was something that I skipped over it, but yeah, I just wanted to clarify, because I know some people might be like, oh my god, like being sad is not the same as being depressed. I know that. But some people will take it the wrong way and then try and flip things. So yeah, especially when work takes up a lot of time in your life, which means majority of the time you're going to feel more down than happy. It's backwards. I don't work backwards. Aquarius, what are you doing? Oh my god. So fast forward, and there was one night, I can't remember what night it was, but I had a list down. I can actually, I'm gonna have to go for this because I kind of want to like, okay, so I have the date on the 18th. It was the 18th of May. I didn't know it was that, I didn't know it was in May. Oh my god, I was really on it. I'm gonna tell you guys what I mean. So I went onto my notes section. Literally, I remember this. I was like in bed laying down, and I sat up and I was like, because I was like, I was done. I was like, okay, I want to figure something out. I know that I don't want to do this job, and I know I don't want to do this. So I was working on like the other way. I was like, okay, if I know that I don't want this, what can I do instead? So on the 18th of May 2021, I wrote down a list of businesses to start. And I was like, okay, and I put in brackets literally if want to, meaning like if I wanted to start a business, like what would it be? I never had any intentions of actually really doing it, to be honest. Like the thought of starting a business always made me panic. I was like, okay, I don't think I could be a business owner. I don't think I want to do this. Like, why would I want to start a business? Like, you know what, all those things. I was like, no. I literally was writing it down, but like I didn't really have like the full-blown urge, like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna start a business, like this is exactly what I'm gonna do. I was just like, okay, you know when you're just skeptical. I was writing it down. I was like, okay, like, okay, like I don't know why I'm doing this. So sometimes I've noticed that, like, sometimes I don't have to explain this, guys, but like sometimes I'll let my body just flow, and I start doing things, and then it's kind of like I don't know how to word it. It's like my body works for me. I mean, it's like I'm not like thinking anymore. I'm just letting like the flow. I don't know, like I'm just letting things flow through me and it just happens. I don't know how to explain it, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So I wrote down a list. I'm not gonna. Well, some of them was just like nail brand, like wellness brand, makeup brand, jewelry brand, Like I'm not like too toughed about like, because if I do start something, like I ain't really the type to tell people when I started it. I just come out with it, which is what I did. So I'm gonna just briefly tell you guys that I basically went with starting a nail brand for press-on nails, and it's more like the high-end like luxury press-on nail. So long story short, I started doing so much research. I was watching videos, and then I think within the first week of me writing that down, I started to order a lot of the stuff from Amazon. Like most of the things I got was from Amazon. So like week after week, like day after day, my doorbell was just ringing with Amazon parcels, boxes, all that stuff. And when I tell you guys, I don't even remember like what, like there was just a gap missing. All I know is that I wrote that down, and then all of a sudden I had shit in my house. Sorry, I just had stuff in my house to get to work, and I was like, okay, I don't know. And normally like you get this anxiety with like starting something new, or like I said, I just said like starting a business was something that was really like worrying to me. I was like, okay, I don't think I'm really gonna do this, like all that stuff. I never had any of that. I don't know what happened. There wasn't any anxiety there. There wasn't any worry. I wasn't panicking. I wasn't questioning myself. I wasn't doubting myself. I literally like, and I think that's the first time I've ever done something and it's been like that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I basically decided to sort my life out and figure something out. And I did. I opened it in September the 23rd, I think it was, of 2021. And yeah, we're doing pretty well, to be fair. So that's basically what's been happening with me. I think I'm gonna do a couple of videos in the future as well, in the near future, just talking about like how I started it, the things that I bought, the things I've learned as well, like advice and things like that. And I think I'm also gonna do a video where I share like the people that actually helped me, like the people that I watched from start to like finish. And I say finish, but I'm always like watching to learn new things anyway. So guys, I have this candle. It's so pretty. Like, I love how it looks like a fake candle. Like there's a real flame in that, guys. It smells so nice. It's from the White Company, and it's one of their winter collections, or like festive ones. It's called Fireside. It's my favorite candle I've ever had, and I'm so sad because they don't bring it out until like November. So yeah, that's it for me. It smells so good. So yeah, so that's what's been happening with me, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to kind of update you guys on. Yeah, my birthday recently happened. I don't think anyone really cares though, but I mean I do, so it's whatever. And that was really good. I just turned 21. I feel so refreshed. I feel like so happy. I didn't stress about this year for my birthday. I also came to the realization a while back that like a lot of the stuff that I used to like was not even really me. But even when it comes down to like house or like decor and like, you know, like how I want my future home to look, or just a lot of things, like going out to parties, like clubbing and that is just not my vibe. Like I would rather have like an intimate setting with like close ones. That's it. You know what I mean? Like clubbing's just dead to me. People always make out that like your 21st is meant to be this major thing, and I'm like, is it though? Is it really? Because I felt at peace. I literally chilled for the day. Like I got up, got dressed, like had this nice like emerald green dress on and gold accessories, and I just kind of chilled. And then I took some pictures, and then I chilled out and watched a movie and watched some movies. It was just chilled and watched some like inspiring and good YouTube videos, and I was just vibing. It was like a normal day for me, but just extra special, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's basically what happened. I feel like this channel, I'm gonna turn it into a more just like a proper lifestyle channel. And I also want to mention that I'm still kind of figuring out the path that's like definitely for me. Obviously I want to be consistent, but I also don't want to drive myself insane and like stress myself out. I don't know why I keep looking outside, like it's just some leaves. Yeah, I don't want to stress myself out about like, oh my god, I need to post, I need to do this, I need to do that, because I'm very much one of those people where it's like quality over quantity. And sometimes that can kind of be a little bit if you need to be consistent because of the algorithm and whatnot. But one thing about me, I'm not gonna let this internet stress me out. Like, whether that's with posting. I was actually watching a video the other day of this girl that I follow, and she does like lifestyle content, and she's also like a young entrepreneur herself, and she mentioned about how she used to be really stressed out about posting every day on Instagram. And one thing that I did when I started my brand was I didn't go in with it with stressing about posting every day. I literally was just like, as long as I post at least 3-4 times a week, I'm good. You know what I mean? And I always post on my stories as well anyway. So if I post on my actual page, I post on my story. So I'm just gonna be doing me, and we'll see how things go. So yeah, that's basically an update. So I was struggling mentally, and then I was all right, and then struggling mentally again, and then I sorted stuff out, and now we're here. That's it for me on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any like questions or like suggestions of videos that I should do, then let me know. I also am gonna post more about like how I want this channel to go, because I used to do another thing. My content was more so related around makeup and things. My passion for makeup had like died down. There's something about the beauty community that just was not hitting for me anymore, I'm not gonna lie to you. And yeah, I was like, this is not, even the thought of it just I'm like, no that's not what I want to do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so we can start like getting on with it. We can like, you know, give you guys updates and things like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say hopefully, but I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Also guys, hold on, I want to show you guys, like, can you see it? Can you see my nails, guys? These are press-ons, by the way, and like, look how cute they look. I literally rushed these for my birthday, and I spent like half an hour like doing both. I spent half an hour all together. Which you'd think this would probably take like an hour to do, and I was like, nope. I was really quick with it.